There we go. Wow, mesmerizing. We're just gonna get hypnotized by falling snow in WebXR.
And then we're going to build guns.
Okay, let's destroy peacefulness here.
Ooh, this is crazy. Just look how this is. There's no. Ooh!
Yeah, double shot.
That's cool.
Does the shooting still work?
Yeah. Wait, what? What did you do?
Small little surprise.
So yeah, it's been a while. But I guess this will be just the start of a new series of streams, I hope. And we start one with a very special one, just at the end of the year, in Christmas feel. And today we're talking about Wonderland, a kind of a winter Wonderland. And I'm joined here by my friend, Jonathan Hale from Wonderland. Jonathan, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thanks so much for having me.
Yes, I'm very glad you... of an introduction yourself.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed all the live streams that you did back in the days when Wonderland just got started and just went public. I think you were one of the really, really early users of Wonderland Engine. And we've come pretty far, quite a long time since in the meantime when you took a break from streaming. And of course, there's still amazing YouTube content out there that people should check out that you've done in the meantime while you weren't streaming. So everyone go subscribe to Source Code on YouTube. But yeah, so I'm the founder of Wonderland, and I'm just here to show you some things. I think you've already dug through most of the cool new features in Wonderland, but that's what we're gonna do today. Have a look at what has changed in the last year, basically.
Yeah, and a lot of things have changed. So we're going to work with a nightly build, so we're kind of a little bit on the edge. So where shall we start? So we'll just go to the desktop and create a new project, explore some features, and then see if we can turn things into a little game or two.
Sounds great.
Let's stick to this one. Let's just start by creating a new project. Now one of the great new things is NPM in support. Do you think we should go with the NPM setup?
Let's try a new feature. Use NPM setup, and maybe VR template. Do we need VR support? I suppose so.
Yeah, we can. We're doing WebXR, so
the NPM setup for everyone new to that. Basically, we figured that NPM gives you quite a lot of power in many ways. So we wanted to have the NPM, which was basically supported all the time, right? You're showing it here. We had the NPM build that just allowed you to use your own package JSON and your own build scripts. But now we have a setting for that to run that by or create one by default and already have all the right packages installed and so on, and it automatically runs NPM install for you. And so we should be already good to go. Hopefully the project just runs.
Can just hit run and see what happens. Of course, it's opening a different screen.
Cool. That looks very good.
Do we want to try it in VR as well? So it's let me check if the port forwarding. Yeah, it's there. Into VR and see
that potentially early next year we're getting a belated Christmas present where we don't need to do port forwarding and Chrome anymore because Wonderland Engine does it for you.
But it's better. I always forget opening that thing. There we go. VR. And that's working. It's a bit I'm a bit tall, I think, but that's cool. It works.
Okay, so what's the plan for the Winter Wonderland?
Well, we can add snow. For sure. It's not Winter Wonderland without snow. And I can show a really cool new feature as well while doing that. Jumping ahead a little bit, but since we're using NPM now, I've decided to put some modules or some components that I use very, very often into my own private little NPM repository. Setting it up is very simple. It's within a minute you have your own NPM running in a container. That's really, really nice. But let's open this project up. Of course, we have the JSON or the JavaScript files. Now this is all new and it's just an import with components. Register all default components. And this, I assume, just makes all of these components work.
Yes, that is exactly the case.
Now-
That is, by the way, just if you like to show that in the package JSON file, we're basically adding the default components now via npm. So there's now the @Wonderland Engine /components package, and you can basically put in any sorts of packages here. And I assume we'll probably add your packages or your components soon. Spoiler.
Yes,
Spoiler alert.
right now, to be honest.
Awesome. So that's basically the modern way of writing JavaScript, where previously the internal bundler was doing a very, very simple kind of bundling that you can barely describe as such. We now have like full packaging, minification with ES build, and the entire npm package repositories.
So creating an npm package is really simple. It's just some files with an index at some point at the root of source or something that's defined here, and then you publish it to npm, and then you're done. So we just need to have this line, and I just got a couple of my components in there, including snow particles.
Spoiler: snow particles.
That's what we need.
Ready. So if you import @Wonderland Engine /components, it registers all of them for you. But if you import the individual components, like components /teleport, for example, then you'll be able to import individual components.
So component / oh, here they are.
There you go.
IntelliSense.
And then, though, you will have to register them. Currently, though, because we haven't migrated all of them to classes yet, we don't export them. So that's something for another day, I guess.
Yes, that's also one of the new big changes, and maybe one of my favorite changes. That is all classes now. I've been trying to squeeze the components into classes for a while.
Little motivation for people why we're kind of like pushing the switch to classes. Effectively, you'll see, especially with like snow particles component and everything, that you'll have much better auto-completion. And especially later on, also, if you were to choose TypeScript, you also have like actual type checking and like static checks during compilation. So you can catch errors earlier, not just at runtime, but also at compilation time.
And you can use them as base classes.
Exactly, yeah, you can also extend them.
I'm starting to create base classes for that. For example, for shooting, it's always the same. You want to shoot something in a certain direction. So I've created a little component as a base class for shooting. And I think we can see if we can use that a little bit later on to shoot some snowballs for a Winter Wonderland thing. But now we have a component snow particles. We register it. In this case, we need to register it since that's how I build it. Now we need to add some snow. So I'm going to create a new empty object here on the root. I'm going to add my snow particles component. It wants a mesh because the particles are made of meshes. So I think we can just use a primitive. Let's do little cubes. That's nice. Little cubes.
That's more efficient.
So let's do a new material. Let's do create snow. And you can just drag and drop it right there.
Beautiful.
Let's make it a little bit wider. So this is snow now.
Yeah, right.
There we have
Nice.
snow.
That was very fast. You know what I think would be really cool? Let's try to add shadows to that. Really wonder if like when every little snowflake casts a shadow, what that would look like.
Let's
sorry.
Let's go.
I didn't want to mess with your script.
No. It's not in the script. I like that. Let's just do that. It's probably. Let's just turn it on. Shadows. Ooh. It's really weird, but awesome as well. I want to see this in VR actually. It's a shame.
Yeah, I would do, definitely.
I want to see how if this works in VR. I assume it's pretty heavy on the rendering, but maybe
It's okay actually. It's basically 4 additional passes on the scene, 2 per point light. which is fine because Wonderland Engine like crazy optimizes draw calls. So what you're seeing right now here is literally 2 draw calls.
Then let's try it in VR. This is crazy. Just look how this is. There's no... I can't tell if we still get 90 frames a second, but there is no real visual delay or...
Can you shake your head a bit? Maybe the stream would usually show.
No, yeah, the stream on the edges of the. I'm going to create a scene with a chair and a window. I put this outside.
I was just going to suggest it's a meditation app. Let's ship it.
Yes. Just, you want snow at Christmas, but there is no snow. Just sit down and relax.
That's like great. We're solving world's problems in out of the box ways.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. let me tell you what I normally do with lighting. So I mostly I have 2 lights, kind of on opposite sides of the scene, pretty low on the scene, so they light a lot from the bottom up, and make those a bluish color. So we get like a fill light. Let's move it there and up. Let's call this sun.
There we go. Wow, mesmerizing. We're just gonna get hypnotized by falling snow in WebXR.
It's so. And then we're going to build guns.
Okay, let's destroy peacefulness here. But I mean, you have 1,500 particles, right? 1,500.
Yeah.
And we can probably easily go up to like maybe 90,000 particles, probably, without hitting any performance issues. Even with the
90. I tested
shadows.
with 2,500.
25. That didn't work?
That did work fine.
Okay.
Did you say 90,000? So that's not 9,000, but...
I would guess it goes up to 90,000 easily, because you need to calculate, basically, Wonderland Engine doesn't care about draw calls, right?
Yeah.
So you can just like up it to 90,000. That will be 90,000 times 8 vertices. So you'll have around 700,000 vertices, and that should be able, like, we recently published a blog post about rendering, I don't know how many million, rendered at 60 to 72 FPS with a blog post that we recently showed. Yeah.
So this is 15,000. Oh, this looks so nice.
Yes, it's crazy. How can something so simple be so aesthetically pleasing? Yeah.
Now, there is one thing we need to try, of course. I do want to see this.
Oh, in VR, of course. I wonder how the performance is.
Yeah, me too. Okay, let's refresh. It is working, but you notice some jittering in the particles, and that's just...
All right, I see. Oh, but we can fix that. You wanna like see 2 very fast tricks to get your performance rock solid?
Of course.
All right, then go add 2 components to your player object. So that's the fixed foveation component that you need.
Yeah.
And the target frame rate component.
Frame rate, right.
And now set the target frame rate to 72. You can play around with this. I think this is already totally sufficient, but what it basically does is reduce the resolution in the periphery of your vision. So it renders less pixels or less fragments. And because Wonderland apps do not have a draw call issue, like they just like chew through thousands, tens of thousands of draw calls, as we can see, it often ends up being fragment bound. So the fixed foveation is like super efficient for Wonderland Engine apps.
Oh, this is way better.
Nice, good.
So
see, and we even have shadows, right? This is like 15,000 particles with shadows.
With shadows. Let's add snowball shooting mechanism. So now we need to add a little model or something so we can shoot from.
If you go get the GLB 2K. But
So
here we go. It's Andrei
Gulev.
Right.
Thank you so much, Andrei Gulev, for the. It is really cool.
Oh, you know what we can show? You can now drag and drop it twice. That's like the most requested feature that we finally solved over the last year. You can drop it into the empty 000 and then drop it into the empty 001. But
And
maybe wait for the texture compression to complete. Who knows?
And it will be the same.
Same meshes, same textures, nothing duplicated. It'll just use that. By the way, the model is, I think, scaled to a factor of 100. So you'll have to scale that down. But there we go. All right.
I think this is okay.
And I guess usually we would duplicate it, but we could also drag and drop it. But then we don't get the scaling. So I suppose...
Well, I think if I just scale it first...
Oh, wait a sec. There's a nice trick. Go to the other one, just hover over this, and then Control-C. And if you were to paste this into any text editor, you'll see that is just JSON. That's like just a JSON array.
Right. Oh, that's it.
See? So it basically just copies some...
what I've been working with is even more undocumented. You can do the same thing on this side.
Yes.
If you would copy...
That is true.
Copy this is JSON as well.
Yeah. It is magical. It is, I hope, such a productivity feature. Eventually, people will figure out how to use this in crazy ways. But let's see. So if you copy that with just hovering over it and Control-C, you can paste it over the other one.
Oh. A little bit, yeah. See, there's two. Okay.
Yeah. Most requested feature of 2021, fixed in 2022, finally. That was a lot of work.
Dragging the same file twice, and then just getting.
You can't imagine the simplest features sometimes take the most work. Because...
No, they are on a stick in front of me, but they look really, really cool. You know what? Let's add a snowman first. Snowman. But this is a complete different style from the...
That is very different, but I think that's okay.
Okay, so now we have a snowman. Now we need to shoot it. And therefore, I'm going to use one of my own scripts, the shoot script. So what I'm going to do is add a new file and call this... I need to write it like this, like the name of the component. And then I do class. Now I have snowball shoot as the name of the class.
Epic.
But now we're going to import not the snow particles, it's the shoot base. And then we extend from that. Now the shoot base, can I do an F12 to that? Look at that. This is basically handling the controller, and when you pull the trigger, it shoots. And I made the haptic actuator, the rumbling of the controls. We just build it into the base component, and you can just turn it on and off through a checkbox. You can do left and right hand. And then when you do something with the trigger, it calls the shoot method, and that's empty. And the reason why it's empty is because we can just override it into this one. So if we don't need this, we just do. And now we have a shoot. And now nice. I only have to care about implementing the shoot part of my component. Everything else will just be done by the base class.
Beautiful.
Now we'll shoot. This guess is the left. I want a sphere. And I want that snow material that we created. Snow. There we go.
By the way, you can now search that. Did you see? Like if you do snow?
I did.
That's new.
I'm not used to that. That's so nice.
Yeah, that's also a very requested feature, and also the thumbnails.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I was
to find things.
That you just.
Like, how were we able to live without all this? It's crazy. Oh, and also try. I wonder, can you drag the material from here? Try the resources tab, and drag from the resources a material onto another object, and then just like move it to the side. Yeah.
Do we snap it like here?
Somewhere. for example, and then take the green or something visible, then drag it on. See it like previews.
Let's implement the shoot function. So what I personally like to do is just be able to add some tag to objects, and I could just add 2 tags. Just add flaming, and now I have 2 tags. And with the tag thing I created, I can also say, does a component have a tag? And then you can say, oh well, if a snowman is hit by flaming, it should do that. If it's hit by freezing, it should do that. Besides, we cannot test this. We need another component, and that's the snowball component. So we do a class again. Boom. We already have snowball. I'm going to copy all the properties. I want to have it to have speed. I'm going to change the update. We don't need anything else. Oh, we do need one thing, and that is a property called directions. It just makes a snowball fly into a direction. Actually, what I was thinking about is adding gravity to the snowballs as well, but I left it out.
I mean, if you want to change it to GL matrix, then adding some gravity should be pretty easy. Should we try the live share?
Yeah.
So let's
there we go.
Fix what it did here.
So
the idea is,
for anyone that doesn't know what's happening right now, there is a thing called live share, and that's an extension in VS Code, and you can give someone access to your code base live.
Let's do that. By the way, I'm done with the code. If you want, you can save that.
Let me check.
It's just using geomatrix now and the temp vector as an output.
Let's see. Yeah, that's way better. Okay, let's go to VR and see what happens. I have 2 guns in my hands. I see snow falling. I think it works. Now when I pull the triggers, we should be able to shoot. Oh, they fly.
Let go, yeah.
I think we need to... I think the snowballs are too heavy. You made heavy. It is quite.
I think I need to. Wait. I wonder. Can I? So if I make a change here, it'll probably just switch you out of VR. But I'll just make them a 10th the weight. So if I save that, can I save that even? Does it save for you, like through the live thing?
It should.
That would be actually so cool if I could remote kind of code what you're looking at. That would be so cool.
And then we need to enable the yeah, but we can enable that we don't have to exit. So then you can code, fix it, and I can just keep on playing the game. But it didn't change. It is really cool. They go up and they come down again. But they also just there's a million snowballs way down there. And we have shadows. See that? We have snowball shadows.
Shadows on the snowballs.
Oh, they go up now. Ooh, that's cool.
No, I applied a sine wave to it just as a fun surprise.
Then they go down again, right? At some point.
Yes, they should be going down again.
Oh, but they probably. I need to move. I need to shoot straight up. Or straight down. That doesn't matter. And they go up again. Oh, they go. If I shoot them up, they never come. Ooh, that's cool.
Now you have a double shot.
Yeah, now we can just shoot snowballs again. Well, I think this is a winter wonderland, right?
Yes, I think that counts. You can have fun. You can watch the snow.
I think
mesmerized by snow.
I think we missed one thing. I think we can add one more thing to finish it up. Right here, sky.
Oh, we can add a sky. Nice. Yes, of course. Beautiful.
Yes. So now we're in the middle of a park.
Huh. Yeah. Does the shooting still work?
Yeah. Wait, what? What did you do?
It's a small little surprise. Christmas lights colored.
That's cool. Yeah, that's the first pop-up you can buy. The first plugin extension you can buy on the guns. You think we should change it to a gradient, or?
Yeah, let's change it to gradient, just like, because unfortunately we can't use the texture streaming today with the nightly build.
Oh, there we go.
Bam.
Oh, that's
that
nice.
looks
So, yeah, it's not that. If your Winter Wonderland looks like this, it's time to run, I guess.
That was the Winter Wonderland shortly before the dinosaurs went extinct.
Yes, it's the last. It's the last Winter Wonderland, and then became an ice age. Yeah, I think it should be blue, and this should be blue as well, but then a bit grayish blue.
Maybe we want to make the plane really nice and white so that the
Even
transition is not too harsh, and then let's see what that looks like in VR.
I think the gradient looks really nice. It's nice that you see the snow in front of the white.
This gradient is also very efficient.
Nice. And you can even see the snowballs because they are colored now.
Nice, yeah.
Is this a Winter Wonderland or not?
It is.
We have very, very cool guns, and they even have shadow on. I mean, that's so nice to have shadow.
We can't see the shadows on stream. You'll have to look down a bit.
Even more. Can you see it now? The guns? You can see the
wait for stream delay.
Oh.
Yeah, there's shadow on shadow on gun.
Yeah, that's cool. I think I'm going to shoot some snowmen. It's not a real game yet, but it's a Winter Wonderland with snow with shadows on the ground. How amazing is that? I love it.